Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the best power forwards in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM here on this tier list. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 12,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Nikola Jokic, first power forward on this list, is a very, very good card. He has, when he's fully evoed, he has 45 Hall of Fame badges. He has elite SIGs, he's the same exact card as his hero version that plays point guard, actually probably slightly better in terms of the stats and badges. He's just a power forward center version instead. Definitely better at power forward, only 6'11", so a little undersized, but still an amazing card. Incredible shot creator with an elite level release, who's actually a very, very good defender as well and has near invincible stats. He is an amazing, amazing card who is 100% worth, I mean, if you got him, I have him for free. That's the thing. If you got this card for free, he is 100% worth keeping in your lineup in a lot of lineups. I don't know, just a really good card. I do think he's legitimately A tier when he's Evo. I'm that high on him. Alonzo Mourning has a great release and moves really, really well. Really good offensive card and really good defensive card as well. He's just only 6'10", a little undersized, but has good wingspan. I think he's B tier. I would give the slight edge to Jokic between the two. I like Jokic to release a little more too, probably, but very good card for sure. Amari, I'm not a very big fan of. I don't like his release very much. I think release is probably going to be the main thing that brings most of these guys down to the bottom tier. Amari, I mean, we got a few guys in this list that have pretty bad releases. I don't know. I think we're going to go Amari C tier because there are a few guys I definitely think are worse than him, but not a huge fan of that Amari Stoudemire card. I'm going to give AD B tier because AD also has a kind of mediocre release. I understand he's an invincible card, but even with incredible stats and badges, his release just isn't very good, even on very quick, and his SIGs are solid, but not next level amazing. I mean, good card, no doubt. It's such a deep position, and there's so many good options. It's like, I don't know. I'm going to go with B for Anthony Davis. Going to go high A or maybe even S for Artis Gilmore because Artis is 7'2" with a good release. He defends well. Looking at this list, how many guys are above him? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 guys better than Artis Gilmore. Going to put Artis Gilmore in the high A tier, but I don't think it's by a lot. I really think he's a very good card. I think he's right on that borderline of S tier. Really, really good card with a good release, great defense, very big, solidly fast, really good card for sure. Bill Walton, same level as Alonzo Mourning. Very similar card. Maybe not quite as good of a shot creator, but also an elite defender. Little undersized, very good card though. Definitely a B tier guy. Bol is S tier, there's no doubt about that. 7'2" with incredible SIGs, good release, does a ton of things well. He's better at small forward, but he's still elite at power forward if you want to run him there. Definitely an S tier guy. Another S tier guy is Chet Holmgren. He's an absolute beast, really, really high on that card as well. Does a lot of things super well on the court, can create his own shot at an incredible level. Obviously, very good defender, has a great player build. Good card for sure. Gonna put David Robinson in B tier. Can't go higher than B, for sure. I mean, good release, good size, good card, moves decently, but nah, he's not higher than B. He just can't be. Another guy who is borderline. No, we're going to put Dikembe in A. I think Dikembe does deserve an A tier spot. Really solid card for sure. Pretty high on him at the power forward position. I think he does a lot of things really, really well on the court. He's got a nice release. He's an elite level defender, and he's 7'2", so a lot to like about the card there. Dirk, I'm putting A tier as well. Great pick and pop guy. Really think it's a very good card. Actually, Dirk's going to go B. I can't quite give him A. I'm sorry. I love Dirk. He's my favorite player of all time. I don't think he's quite good enough defensively or even as a shot creator to go higher than B tier, but I think he's a very, very good card for sure. Domantas Sabonis release is pretty terrible. I think it's probably, there's a few guys with really bad releases, but I do think Sabonis probably is going to be the highest guy in D tier. Not a card that I like, but he's got to go D, I think. Hakeem's release isn't that great either. He doesn't create his shot that well. He's a very good defender, but I don't think he does enough. I don't think he's special enough, to be honest, on the court to be higher than D tier at this point. Horace Grant's got to go exactly where Bill Walton and Alonzo Mourning are. They're basically the same card. They do slightly different things, but they're all little undersized power forwards who are fast, good shot creators, have good SIGs and good releases, but I do think B tier for them too. Bill Walton, if I have to move one of them down, it'd probably be Bill Walton though, because I do think he's probably the worst card in B tier. Sigma's A tier for sure. Sigma's a dog. He is very similar card to Jokic. Incredible, fast, pick and pop release. Really good defender. Definitely the best all-time spotlight card that we've gotten so far, in my opinion. I think Sigma's a dog, and he's an A-tier guy for sure. Embiid sucks. C, maybe D. I mean, he is bad. I think his release is not good. Everything else is pretty good about the card, but his release is terrible. I understand he's got good size, but no, can't go higher than C for him. I'm going to put this Kareem. I'm not even totally sure why I included this Kareem on this list because we do have an invincible as well, but I'm going to go B for Kareem. I think that's fair because he's not as good as a Dikembe. He's on the same level as a D-Rob. His release isn't that good. He's not an elite level shooter, but he does everything else at an elite level. He is a B-tier guy. Invincible Kareem, I do think is S-tier, despite having the same release as the other Kareem, because he is so fast and so good and so complete statistically, and so fast at 7'2" with his afro that makes him look 7'3" or 7'4". He's just an absolutely insane top-tier card. KP is going to go A-tier for me. I like KP a lot. Still 7'3" with a very good release. Great pick and pop guy. Not the best shot creator at this point, but still a very capable defender as well. They're a very good card. Manute Bol is an S-tier power forward, and he's the best card in the game. He's not an S-tier power forward. He's the S-tier power forward. He's the best card in the game. He's 7'7". The fact he can play power forward in the first place is ridiculous, because that means you can play him next to guys like Yao Ming and Rick Smits, which is so damn stupid. But yeah, S-tier for sure. There's no doubt about that. Marc Gasol, is he A or is he B? I'm giving him A. I am so high on this Marc Gasol card still. I'm going to give him A, and people are going to tell me that's too high. I don't care. He's that good of a card. 7'1" with shot creation ability and a very good release, and an elite defensive guy. I think he's on the same level as guys like Jokic, Sigma, and Dikembe, and KP. Just as good as those types of guys. I'm going to put him A tier. Vucevic is okay. He's basically Hakeem 2.0. They're honestly very similar cards. I think he's a C tier guy, but no higher. Ewing's release is an atrocity. He's good outside of the release, but I'm going to swap him and Embiid, because I think Embiid's release is even more of an atrocity, but Ewing's release is pretty darn bad. I definitely don't like him. Gasol is 7 foot with a slow release. He's not an elite shot creator. He doesn't do anything really particularly great on the court. Shaq has a 63 pointer and a terrible release. Nothing else you need to say. He's the worst card on the list, in my opinion, personally, despite his speed. Now, Invincible Shaq is the second best card on this list after Manute, in my opinion. He's an incredible, amazing card. Like, he's incredible. I think he's better than Taco Fall, who, by the way, is also S. But Shaq's release, having been changed, has made him so damn good, and he is so complete as a card now. I do think he's the second best power forward in the game after Manute, and even better than guys like Taco Bobo and Chet at power forward. I think he's incredible. Tim Duncan is only 6'10" or 6'11". He's a little undersized and has a slow release. I don't think he's that great. I think he's got to go D tier. Vlade Divac is a card that I haven't looked into very much, but I don't know a ton about this card. He's probably a little bit slow. Yeah, 84 speed and excel is a little slow. Release, this Billups release, honestly, is not very good either. So he's a little undersized, a little slow. He is a good defender. He's got great stats and badges, but the speed isn't there. I'm moving him down and I'm moving Embiid back up. I think that's fair. I think Embiid size-wise does, and playmaking-wise does give you enough to make up for the bad release, and I don't think Vlade is that good. And then I'm putting Wilt in D tier as well. Terrible release, not a great shooter. I honestly think despite having an 8-foot wingspan and good speed, he is still so limited as a card because of the fact that he's not a very good shooter and he has a terrible release. He's top of D. No, he's better than Embiid. I'm putting Embiid back down. I'm sorry. Embiid, you're going back down to D tier. I know I've changed Embiid's position like 4 times, but I'm going to keep the list like this. I'm not going to move Bill Walton down to C tier to make it even either. I think this is the fairest way that I can do this tier list. But again, tier lists are all just my opinion, so let me know what you think of my opinion down in the comment section below. And I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If there's anybody I left off the list that you'd like to hear my thoughts on as well, feel free to leave a comment and I'll let y'all know about that as well. And that is going to do it for this one. Like I said, hope y'all did enjoy. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.